Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
It's just another manic Monday here at Scott Berry Field, game number 4 in the Monday edition of the Region 2 Baseball Tournament North Dakota Class B, and it features the number 1 seed Mayport CG Patriots taking on the number 2 seed Thompson Tommies here at Almeyer Sports Complex at Mayville State University. Hello, welcome everyone. Thanks for joining us here on another journey. Derek Zimmerman, Joseph Stetz to my left on the call for this 4th and final game of the day. Technically, game number 8 of the Class B Region 2 Baseball Tournament. We've seen a lot of run rule games so far. We've seen the wind pick up to 25 miles per hour. It's been manic, it's been crazy. And now it comes down to 2 of the best teams in Class B. And the top 2 seeds in Region 2, once again, the Mayport CG Patriots and the Thompson Tommies. 2 teams who split their regular season series and looking to find the rubber match in the Region 2 second round. We'll take a break and come back with more of our Ari Insurance pregame show. For all your insurance needs, visit Ari Insurance online at ariins.com. We'll talk to the pregame coaches, comments, and we'll also tune in with our pregame starting lineups brought to you by American Crystal Sugar. All that when we return on our Our Insurance pregame show.
Wait to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
When it comes to insurance, you should be confident that you're choosing the best option. I'm Rich Gerke of Farmers Union Insurance, Hillsboro. Let's find and discuss the best insurance policy for your home, auto, farm, life, or business. Stop in to see Ryan Updahl or I at our Hillsboro office, or give us a call at 701-436-5777. or toll-free at 1-800-498-5777. This is Rich Gerke of Farmers Union Insurance, and we look forward to doing business with you.
Full Service Foods in Hillsboro provides contract packaging and private label foods for your local and regional retail stores. Full Service Foods is a leader in the upper Midwest for less than truckload quantities for contract manufactured sauces and dressings. They are a privately held company with a reputation for quality and customer service. Full Service Foods is proud to be in Hillsboro and bringing employment opportunities to the area. Find out more at fullservicefoods.com. Full Service Foods of Hillsboro, proud to support this community event.
Welcome back to our Our Insurance pregame show. Now joined by the head coach of the Thompson Tommies, Coach Nate Solis. Coach, you're 1-0 already. Now ready for your second game against the number 1 seed Mayport CG. You split the season with them in the regular season. How is it different in the postseason?
A little bit more pressure, but it's a great day for baseball. The guys are ready to go, and they're just excited.
And I'm sure they're excited. 10-game winning streak, but Mayport CG no slouches. You know that, of course, as the number 1 seed. Also seen them already, but a 6-game winning streak of their own. What's it like having 2 teams of so much momentum meeting each other in the postseason?
It's fun. It's an exciting time for the region. With 2 state caliber teams meeting up, but someone's gonna have to give today, and I think the guys are ready to go.
What was it like seeing Mayport CG put up 16 runs in Hillsboro Central Valley? Did you feel like they made some sort of statement in that first game?
For sure. they're just showing that they're ready to go and they're ready to play and not laying an egg right away. That's big for them. So good for them and getting that momentum. And we did the same. So kind of two hot teams meeting at each other in the postseason, but that's what it's all about.
I got to ask, your run differential on the team, plus 110, 158 runs, 48 given up. What is the key to such solid hitting, but almost even better pitching?
Just throwing strikes, getting ahead of guys like we had talked about on Saturday. And Connor did a great job of doing that, keeping that momentum going, and just getting guys on base and playing baseball. We got a lot of great hitters, but we got a lot of great base runners too, and that's just the difference of taking a few bases here and there, getting runners in scoring position, and then cashing in with the bats, and we're doing an awesome job of that.
In your first year as head coach, what's it been like inheriting a team besides 2020 that didn't exist? The last 3 seasons were runner-up in the Class B state championship game.
We've kind of talked about it with this group. It's not that group. It's a young group that hasn't proven anything yet, and it's nothing wrong with that. And hats off to the teams that accomplished that feat. But we're a team of our own, and we're the 2021 Thompson Tommies. But we're young, and the guys are just starting to gel a little bit. They enjoy hanging out with each other, and that's not in school or at the practice field. So they're a close-knit team, and that's what you like to see as a coach. And but we're ready to go.
Coach, any final thoughts and keys to the game?
Just a good day for baseball. We're getting ready to go. Good pitching on the mound, Satcham and Odenbach, so it'll be a fun one.
Coach, thanks for your time and good luck today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach Nate Solis of the Thompson Tommies, number 2 seed in this Region 2 baseball tournament. Coach Solis, in his first year as the Tommies, has accomplished quite a bit, sitting at 15-4 overall on the season, finished at home 5-2, 7-2 on the road, and currently 8-2 in Region 2, 3-0 in neutral site games. The Tommies put up 8 runs per game, only giving up 3. Last season, as in 2019, the Tommies were first in Region 2, coming out into the state tournament, and they finished runner-up for the 3rd season in a row to Park River Fordville Lincoln in the championship game. Looking to get back to state, the next step, past the Mayport CG Patriots, number 1 seed this time in Region 2, and we'll talk to the head coach of the Patriots, Alex Berry, in his 6th year when we come back on our Insurance pregame show and your pregame coach's comments.
Page Public Schools are committed to the development of all students by providing a high-quality education that is reflective of the strong values in our communities. The staff at the Hope Page Public Schools work each day to enable and inspire students to achieve academic excellence and make positive contributions to our world. Learn more about the Hope Page Public Schools and stay up to date with school and athletic calendars, teacher pages, and news by visiting hope-page.k12.nd.us. We are Spartans. We are learners, leaders, achievers, and believers. We will change the world.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank, and I would like to know your story. Our lives and our businesses are comprised of events. We have all had our failures and successes, and these events define our character. If your character includes values like trustworthy, respectful, honest, and responsible, then your story matches well with ours, and we would consider it a privilege to be your financial partner. At the Goose River Bank, we believe that a strong bank builds strong communities. The Goose River Bank, member FDIC.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. From sunup to sundown, they're turning quarters into the dollars that drive our rural economy. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
You're never too young to start saving for your future. Dakota Heritage Bank offers the Grow With Us program for kids. It's a young savers club with various incentives, including newsletters, a higher savings rate, bonuses, and more. Contact Dakota Heritage Bank to find out more about the Grow With Us program. Dakota Heritage Bank has 10 locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
The aisles at Mix Grocery and Hope are filled with products you know and love. That's why Mix Grocery is your one-stop shop for all of your shopping needs. Mix has a deli, bakery, produce, and fresh meat. Whether you're looking for quick and easy meals or trying a new recipe, you'll find what you need at a great value. Open Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Mix Grocery in Hope, North Dakota. 701-945-2691.
The vision of the Fin.
Welcome back to our Our Insurance pregame show. Now joined by the head coach of the Mayport CG Patriots, Coach Alex Berry. Coach, it's your second game of the Region 2 tournament. You've only played one so far, and you didn't even play a full game. 61 victory over the Burros. How's the team feeling here in day number 2?
I think we're feeling good. I think we have a lot of confidence going in. We respect our opponent as we respect everybody in our region. We know it's going to be all we can handle here, and we're looking to get after it here.
You split the regular season with Thompson 1-1. Thompson, you guys both kind of made impact statements in run rule games. You guys won 61 versus the Burros, of course. Thompson took care of Hat Norfolk 11-1. What's it like having two teams meeting after such big victories like that in the postseason?
I think it's great. It gives us an idea of where we're going to be at. We want, to go up against the best. I think we've gone up against some pretty stiff competition this year, and I think it's set us up for moments like this. And we've gone in with confidence. We respect them. We know they're a great opponent. We know they do great things over there. But we like what we can do here, and we'll see what happens.
You guys are on a 6-game winning streak right now. What's been the key to that?
I think everybody just locking in every pitch and staying in it, the whole time. I think that's big. That's something we preach over and over again, and locking in every pitch, competing the whole time is huge.
And you're facing a team that is no stranger to winning streaks, so that's a very windy day here at Maple State University. We'll expect a lot of fun battles like lead the yard is blowing in, but a team on a 10-game winning streak, the Thompson Tommies. What's something that you feel like you may exploit, some type of weakness that you may have seen these past couple of days or weeks?
I don't think they have a lot of weaknesses, nor do I think we have a lot of weaknesses. I think it's going to be tooth and nail here today. I think the team that locks in for the longest period of time and locks in for every pitch is going to be the team that's most successful. If you have a player or two go one way or another, we have confidence in our guys. I'm sure they have confidence in their guys. We respect them. I'm sure the same is in return. So we'll see what happens. It should be a good old-fashioned game.
It's the 1 and 2 seed facing off. You guys, it's basically like a rubber match, but also it's not the final game of the tournament, but it feels like a championship caliber type of game. How's the team feel?
I think the team feels good. I think we're going in with confidence, as we should be. Boys have played well, and we'll look to have some fun and compete.
And they feel good, they feel loose. If you just view it as another game, or is that edge of, hey, this team, we could see them potentially again later in the tournament and even this on forward?
Well, we don't deal with hypotheticals a lot. We have a game in front of us. We'll play that game. We want to lock in every single pitch, as we stated. So we don't deal a lot with hypotheticals. We want to go play and go compete and see what happens.
Coach, any final thoughts and keys to the game?
No, thanks for doing this, and let's have a great day.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach Alex Berry, for your pregame coach's comments here in our Insurance pregame show. For all your insurance needs, visit Irie Insurance online at irieins.com. Also, thanks to Coach Berry for putting up with the 24-mile-per-hour winds we've been dealing with all day long. It started around 18, and it has worked its way up now to 24, 25. It's also lower 80s here at Scott Berry Field, Mayville, North Dakota, the beautiful campus of Mayville State University. Let's look at these Mayport CG Patriots on the board here. Patriots so far this season, a staggering 18-4 overall, 6-3 finish at home, 10-1 on the road, and 10-1 in Region 2, also 2-1 in neutral site games. The Patriots put up 9 runs per game and only allow 4. Patriots 8-2 in their last 10, and of course 5-0 in their last 5. They're on a 6-game winning streak, of course, coached by Alex Berry in his 6th year for the Patriots. Thompson Tommies, number 2 seed. Mayport CG Patriots, number 1 seed. Ready to lock up for the 3rd time this season. And, of course, the broadcast of this tournament game has been authorized by a special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. Shout out to the association, and shout out to all our sponsors here on our Irie Insurance pregame show. Of course, Irie Insurance and all the other sponsors you see on today's broadcast. Please patronize them and give them your business. And let's get to business here soon between Mayport CG and the Thompson Tommies. A immovable force, an unstoppable object ready to clash here for the third time this 2021 campaign. We'll take a break and come back with our American Crystal Sugar starting lineups after this. Thompson Tommies versus the Mayport CG Patriots coming up here soon on YourLiveEvent.com.
Today's learners for tomorrow's world. The mission of the students and staff is to have the power, pride, opportunity, wisdom, effort, and relationships to be respectful, be responsible, and be safe. Through this effort, students at the Finley Sharon Public School will become well-rounded, confident, and responsible individuals who aspire to achieve their full potential. To learn more, visit finleysharonschool.com. And go Spartans!
You may know that Big Tex Trailers already offers you industry-leading features like mega ramps, HD suspension, and the all-new hydraulic dovetail. Every time you hook on, know that your Big Tex is up for the job. See Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro to find out what owning a Big Tex can do for you. Shop the full line of Big Tex products from ATV trailers to goosenecks to dump trailers and more. Visit your Big Tex dealer, Bloomfield Enterprises, Hillsboro. Contact Tim at 701-430-0877.
There's a lot to love about Hillsboro, North Dakota. Top-notch school district with fantastic facilities and growing enrollment. Great healthcare and friendly people. Nestled between two of North Dakota's largest cities, Hillsboro embodies a small-town atmosphere that is sure to make you feel right at home. The HEDC and City of Hillsboro invites you to pay a visit and experience Hillsboro. Visit hillsboro-nd.com to learn more about Hillsboro, a small town with big opportunity.
Welcome back to Scott Berry Field, game number 8 of the Region 2 baseball tournament of Class B in North Dakota, and game number 4 here in the Monday edition of the tournament. Let's get to our starting lineups brought to you by American Crystal Sugar Company. Let's start with the road team on the scoreboard, the Thompson Tommies. They will send out Kyle Odenbach to pitch. Their starting batting order, we'll see first in the top of the first, starts with Connor Welsh. He'll be at shortstop as well. Batting second is Tommy Schumacher out in left field, number 13. Connor Welsh, number 2. Number 3 is Tyler Cunningham. He plays at third base today. Zach Peterson behind the plate. He's number 6. He bats in the cleanup spot. Number 5, both in the batting order, and behind on his back is Reese Berberich. He's out in center field. 6th hole is Kyle Odenbach, the pitcher, number 1. Ryan Strandy back at first base. He's number 18. Bats in the 7th hole. Brody Gibson, 1-1 across the back on the chest. And batting in the 8th spot, he plays out in right field. And rounding it out is Braden Wolfgram. He plays at second base. Bats in the 9th hole. He wears 10 across the back and chest as well. Welsh, Schumacher, Cunningham, Peterson, Berberich, Odenbach, Strandy, Gibson, Wolfgram for the Nate Solis-led Thompson Tommies. Now time for the number 1 seed, Mayport CG Patriots. Sawyer Satcham, we'll see him on the mound first for Mayport CG. Batting first for the Patriots, Ethan Bergerstrom. He's at shortstop. He's number 7. 2 hole is Reed Kritzenberger. He's out in center field. Number 8 is Sawyer Satcham. He's pitching in the 3 hole. In the cleanup spot is number 2, Jordan Evans. He plays at first base. And number 4 is Jake Hutter. He's out in left field. Number 13 is Lucas Fugelberg. He's out in third. Andrew Arsvold is behind the plate at catcher. He's number 26. Fugelberg, number 13. Marshall Kloster out in right field, number 38. And rounding it out in a 9 hole in the batting order and out in second base is number 33, Cole Kritzberger. It goes Bergstrom, Reed Kritzenberger, Sawyer Satcham, Jordan Evans, Jake Hutter, Lucas Fugelberg, Andrew Arsvold, Marshall Kloster, and Cole Kritzenberg for the Mayport CG Patriots on our American Crystal Sugar starting lineup. Learn more about American Crystal Sugar, including career opportunities, online at crystalsugar.com. We're just moments away from first pitch here at Scott Berry Field, and it's in the winner's bracket this time. Let's recap today's action so far in the second day of the Class B Region 2 baseball tournament. Starting off today at 10:30 a.m. sharp, Larimore fell to Hillsboro Central Valley 11-1. The Polar Bear season is now officially over. Next game after that, Hatton Northwood took on Findlay Cherno Page, where the Thunder boomed over the Spartans 10-0. Hatton Northwood then immediately played Hillsborough Central Valley and took care of the Burros 11-3, ending the Burros season. Now, the only teams left right now, the Hatton Northwood Thunder, the Mayport CG Patriots, and the Thompson Tommies. 2 out of 3 teams playing right here, and we are set to go with Satcham ready to face Connor Welsh to begin the number 1 and number 2 seed matchup. Connor Welsh leading off. He's one of our players to watch. He had 4 RBIs, and his last time out went 3 for 4. Satcham's first pitch, down low in the dirt, gets away, and we are underway here at Scott Berry Field for game number 4. First pitch comes at 5:49 p.m. here in the later half of this Monday afternoon, a 1-0 count on Connor Welsh. Satcham, the second pitch, that one down the pipe, evens up, 1 ball, 1 strike. That last pitch got away from catcher Andrew Arsvold. Now here's the 1-0-1 from Satcham. This one inside and through the hole in left field, and that's a base hit to lead the game off for Connor Welsh, right back where he started from Saturday. 1 for 1 Welsh, first hit of the ball game. Only took him 3 pitches to find it. It brings on Tommy Schumacher. Schumacher, in his last game out against Hatton Northwood, he hit 2 for 3 with an RBI and a walk. Connor Welsh hit 3 for 4, 2 runs scored and 4 RBIs. Righty-righty matchup. Check on the runner. Welsh at first. Satcham checks him up. Thompson, a 10-game winning streak, started 5-4, are outscoring their opponents 97-15 in the span, 4 shutouts in those games. Another check, and back safely is Welsh. 3 of those shutouts run in a row. Thompson Tommy's pitching staff absolutely lights out. No count yet here. Tommy Schumacher, the left fielder. Welsh goes, the throw coming, and not in time. It sails into center field courtesy of Arsvold, and it's a stolen base for Connor Welsh. He's in scoring position. First stolen base of the game belongs to the Thompson Tommies here in the top of the first. That last pitch was a ball. It's 1-0 here against Schumacher. Satcham in the stretch. Checks back on Welsh. Now fires away. Bunt opportunity. No. Schumacher pulls it back. He threatened for a second. It misses. And it's 2-0. Thompson was the number 1 seed in this Region 2 tournament in 2019, where they lost the Class B state championship to Park River Fortville Lincoln. Another bunt show, but pulled back by Schumacher, and it misses high, 3-0. Sawyer Satcham, a little shaky here against Tommy Schumacher, the second batter of the game. Connor Welsh at second. Looks back at Welsh, now fires away to Schumacher. That one paints the outside corner. 3 balls, 1 strike. We got Tyler Cunningham on deck and Zach Peterson in the hole with a 3-1 count here on Tommy Schumacher. A man in scoring position early for the Tommies. Here's Satcham, and a bunted tip from Schumacher. He went with it, and it runs full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Tommy coming into this game, Tommy Schumacher is hitting .321, not counting the first game of the tournament. Like I said, he went 2 for 3 in that game with an RBI. 1 more out there if he wants to plate it. Payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. Sawyer Satcham strikes out Tommy Schumacher, and there's 1 down here in the top of the first. Satcham's first K of the day. It brings on Tyler Cunningham, the third baseman, wearing number 3. Another righty-righty matchup. Cunningham against Hatton Northwood on Saturday, 0 for 3 with a walk, no walk, and only an RBI. Welsh almost getting too far out. Satcham checks him, gets back cleanly. Cunningham this season, as we look at his stats, he's batting .333. This one finds the zone, 0-1. Derek Zimmerman-Geyer, Joseph Stetz, Brady Siebels taking relaxation seat in his fold-out chair. Smart move on his part, 0-1. This one hits the dirt, 1-1. Cunningham spit on that one. Welsh at second. Steak on the grill for Cunningham. He elects to season it. And he does. Through the hole. That finds the mark in left field. Coming around second, now third as well. She holds up and scrambles back to the bag and safe. And advancing on the miscommunication is Cunningham. He's at second base. 2 men on in scoring position after the base knocked to left field by Tower Cunningham. Welsh. It looks like Welsh just got caught up on the turn. And Coach Solis changing his mind. This brings on Zach Peterson now. After 2 base hits here in the top of the first, 1 out. Zach Peterson, the catcher, number 6, righty-righty. This one blistered out and foul to the left side, 0-1, a long 0-1 for Peterson. The wind blowing in. Like I said, it's been 24 miles per hour pretty much all day. 0-1 here against Peterson. Peterson batting .453 coming to this game, this tournament. Here's the 0-1 from Satcham. That one hits the knees. 0-2 quickly on Zach Peterson. Peterson hit 2 for 3 against Hatton Northwood on Saturday, an RBI, a walk, and a strikeout. He may strike out right here against Sawyer Satcham. He's down 0-2, 2 men on in scoring position. Top of the first, 1 out. Here's the 0-2. This one's high, gets off the glove of Arsvold, and Connor Welsh does not break from third. Arsvold pounces on it quickly, and everyone stays put. 1-2 count now. Peterson, a power hitter for this Tommy's squad. He leads the team with 4 home runs and now 26 RBIs. 1-2 count from Satcham to Peterson on its way. That one high and in. 2 balls, 2 count. A 2-2 count with 1 out. Welsh is at third. Cunningham is at second. Both via a base hit to left field, respectively. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Peterson. Swung on and missed once again in the dirt. He has to tag him. Arsville does. And there's 2 down here in the top of the first with 2 men in scoring position. 2 strikeouts for Satcham and 2 hits against him. It brings on the 5-hole hitter, Reese Berberich, number 5. Again, he's playing in center field today. Berberich in his last game, 1 for 3, 1 run, right to the shortstop, picked up, thrown over to over the first baseman in time. That one finds Jordan Evans thanks to the 6-3 putout from Ethan Bergstrom, and 2 hits, 2 strikeouts, and 2 men left on for the Thompson Tommies. They do not score in the top of the first. We head to the bottom half of the frame, scoreless between the Thompson Tommies and the Mayport CG Patriots on your Golden Harvest Tim Gazette seat sale scoreboard.
Consumes so much of our lives. That's why Concordia College in Moorhead, Minnesota is committed to providing clarity. We recognize that comparing colleges, especially the price, can be confusing. Concordia has always been a place where students of all economic backgrounds find success. And for next fall, we are reducing tuition by more than $15,000 so that any student who can imagine themselves at Concordia can be a Cobber. Now's the time to take a look at Concordia College, Moorhead, Minnesota. ConcordiaNow.com.
Triple E Incorporated in Page is cheering on the Spartans as they compete both on and off the field. You've put in the effort to build a team with trust, experience, and the ability to accomplish your goals. The team at Triple E Incorporated is built the same way, with knowledge and experience that you can trust to get the job done with timeliness and efficiency. For your next non-residential building project, contact Triple E Incorporated 701-668-2258 or stop by the office in Page. Make your next project a winner with the team from Triple E Incorporated of Page, cheering on the Finley Sharon Hope Page Spartans.
Second half of the first here at Scott Berry Field. It's scoreless. Thompson Tommy is out on the diamond right now. Mayport CG ready to bat on the mound for the Tommies. That is Kyle Odenbach, the typical ace, the definition of an ace, looking at his numbers. A 1.12 ERA and a batting average of 106. Batters only get on base against him 2.11 or 0.211 of a time. He's pitched 31 1/3 innings a 4-2 record with 49 strikeouts to 14 Ks. For Mayport CG, they send out Ethan Bergstrom, Reed Kritzberger, and Sawyer Satcham, the other pitcher, who struck out 2 in that top of the first and stranded 2 Tommies at second and third. Connor Welsh and Tyler Cunningham, both with base knocks, but also left out on the diamond. Ethan Bergstrom, the shortstop, who ended the top of the first with the throw, 6-3 put out. The first offering from Odenbach is right down the middle for strike 1. Bergstrom in his last game as he sends this one foul to the right side. Watch out, Joe, your truck we've been joking about all week, and I'm sure that baby is durable. I heard it's built something tough. I can't remember the other part. It's 0-1 on Bergstrom. Lefty on the mound is Odenbach, and a base knock over the middle, just out of the grasp of the shortstop Connor Welsh, and a leadoff single in the bottom of the first for Bergstrom to match Connor Welsh. Only takes him 2 pitches to find his first hit. It took Welsh 3. Take that as you will. Brings on Reed Kritzberger, the center fielder. Lefty-righty matchup. Good lead from Bergstrom at first. Bunt attempt falls off the glove of the catcher, Peterson, and it's called a strike. 0-1 on Kritzberger.
Well, it was a foul ball, a foul bunt tip attempt.
Oh, he didn't get it back in time. Another big lead, and Strandy just barely gets that ball with Bergstrom taking the lead at first. Mayport CG, 6-game winning streak, 49 runs against 21 given up in that span. They have the number 1 seed, of course. They were 0-2 in the Region 2 tourney last season, as in 2019. Another bunt attempt from Kritzberger, and he pulls it back, but it paints the outside corner. 0-2 on Reed. Kyle Odenbach, the lefty, looking for his first strikeout of this ball game. 0-2 count, 1 on, nobody out. To Kritzberger. Bunt attempt once again, and he went around, and that is a strikeout for Kyle Odenbach. This brings on Sawyer Satcham, so we got pitcher, another lefty-righty matchup. Sawyer Satcham in his last game, oh my goodness, blistering the baseball. 3 for 4, 3 runs scored, 3 RBIs. Kritzberger went 2 for 3 with 3 runs scored in his last game. Runner goes. Here's a throw from Peterson. The throw is in time. He gunned him down. Bergstrom is out. Zach Peterson on a line and in time for the second out of the inning. Bergstrom will grab some pine. 2 down with Sawyer Satcham all alone at the plate. A 1-0 count. Zach Peterson, that just sounds like a catcher's name. Odenbach loads and delivers. This one out in the right field. High fly ball. Going to go into the Mayport CG bullpen. It's a long 1-1 count. Mayport CG in their last game on Saturday, their opening game, blistered Hillsborough Central Valley 16-1. Here's the 1-1 from Odenbach. On the corner, 1-2. Nice pitch placement from Kyle Odenbach, looking for his second K of the day to retire the side. Here it is. This one cranked out to center field. It should be playable, and it is out in center field by Reese Berberich. Moves up a couple feet and retires the side. 1 hit, 1 man thrown out, and no runs, no walks, no errors here in the bottom of the first. We've played 1 here at Scott Berry Field in game number 4 of the Monday edition of the North Dakota Class B Region 2 tournament. 0-0 Thompson Tommies, Mayport CG Patriots on your Golden Harvest Tim Gazette seat sale scoreboard.
Line 3 replacement help keep the environment safe. Well, nothing is more important to us than the safety of the environment and the people of Minnesota. That's why we're replacing an aging pipeline with much safer, state-of-the-art infrastructure along a route that avoids impacts to people and the environment. Safety and environmental protection are Enbridge's core values and the very foundation of our business. Learn more at enbridge.com/line3US.
Serving Hillsborough and the surrounding communities, Goose River Heating and Cooling. Call Corey today and visit about installing a new Ruud air conditioner. When the temperature rises, stay cool with a Ruud system installed by the professionals at Goose River Heating and Cooling of Hillsborough. Call Corey today, 701-430-1990, and stay cool with the help of a Ruud air conditioning system from Goose River Heating and Cooling, serving Hillsborough and the surrounding communities.
Top of the first. Back at it with the Thompson Tommies. Leading things off is Kyle Unenbach, the pitcher. His team deadlocked with Mayport CG right now. Sawyer Satcham, his first pitch underneath the catcher Arsvold, and it's 1-0 on Unenbach. His last game against Hat Northwood on Saturday, he hit 0 for 3, but he drove in a run. Satcham taking his time, moderate pace. Now righty-lefty matchup. This one's fouled back, and it's 0-2. 0-2. Excuse me, 1-1. My mistake. 1-1 from Satcham to Odenbach. Pitcher. This one taken for a strike. Now there's 2 strikes, 1-2 count. Thompson is 7-2 in Region 2 play. Their last region loss was 3-2 in extras at Finley Sharon Page at Hope. And he rung him up right there with called strike 3. Odenbach takes a seat thanks to the backwards K. It's Satcham's third of the day. This brings on Ryan Strandy, 1 down. Tommy's lost to the Spartans on Saturday, May 1st. That was over 21 days ago. Only region team to beat Mayport CG. That was the Tommies. This one is Strandy, 0-1. Took that looking. Since then, Tommies have won 10 in a row since they've lost to Finley Sharon Hope Page. This one misses low, 1-1. Finley Sharon Hope Page is officially done in the Region 2 tournament. They did not score a run in their 2 days active. 1-1 from Strandy, up in a blooper in the right shallow field, and it's taken care of by the second baseman, Cole Kritzberger. 2 down quickly for the Tommies. The wind staying active here at Scott Berry Field. It kills the ball mid-flight. See what Brody Gibson can do with it. Number 11, he bats from the right side. The right fielder. 8-hole spot. Satcham delivers. This one inside corner called. Gibson, his last game, 0 for 2, a run scored. Here's the 0-1. Swung on, no contact. And it's quickly 0-2 on Brody Gibson. Brody comes into this game batting .219. Comes into the tournament, I should say. The 0-2. This one bounces off the plate. Possibly off of the body armor of Arsvold, and it's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Brody Gibson. Sawyer Satcham, the 1-2. This one, a big wave, no contact. 3 up, 3 down for Sawyer Satcham and the Mayport CG Patriots off of 2 strikeouts and a pop out. We head to the bottom of the second rather quickly. Still no score between the Tommies and the Patriots under Golden Harvest. Tim Cassette seat sale scoreboard.
The Hillsborough and Central Valley School Districts congratulate the seniors on your success, and they wish you well in your future endeavors. They encourage you to step into your future secure in the knowledge that this world needs you and the unique, inspiring gifts that only you can give. Best wishes go with you, graduates, as you prepare for the greater challenges ahead and a world of new possibilities. Congratulations, graduates, from the administration, staff, and students at the Hillsborough and Central Valley School Districts. At Hillsborough Drug and Gift, you can find a lot of new spring items and gift ideas to check out. There's everything from new spring decor to gifts for any occasion. Find gift items for Mother's Day, confirmation, graduation, weddings, also birthdays and anniversaries too. Of course, you'll find a great selection of greeting cards for all occasions. Stop in and see what's new at Hillsborough Drug and Gift. And don't forget about your pharmacy and healthcare needs too. They provide in-town delivery and offer mail-out services for their customers. Hillsborough Drug and Gift, your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Jordan Evans leads off the bottom half of the second. Odenbach gets him a big whiff right there to start this at-bat. 0-1. Patriots technically went 1-2-3 in the bottom of the first. Ethan Bergstrom got thrown out by Zach Peterson, breaking for second. That one's fouled off, 0-2. A base hit to lead off the bottom of the first. And a strikeout by Reed Kritzberger. The thrown out from Peterson, and then flying out to Sawyer Satrom. There's the 0-2 from Odenbach. That one rung him up inside corner. Kyle Odenbach, his second K of the day, one down. Evans takes his seat thanks to the backwards K. Both pitchers seem locked in, Joseph, here on a very windy day. I would say a windy day is a pitcher's best friend to keep the ball inside the yard.
Well, and not only both pitchers, but Kyle Odenbach is absolutely dotting and hitting his spots. He's so far 13 pitches thrown. That was his 14th. He has 12 strikes to 2 balls.
Jake Hutter, he takes the ball, 1-0. He plays in left field today, the 1-0. That one on the inside corner of the same pitch that just rung up Jordan Evans. 1 ball, 1 strike. Evans batted 2 for 3 against Hillsborough on Saturday. That one, same corner, same result. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And to your comment earlier, when you say that the wind might be a pitcher's best friend, yeah, when it's blowing in, because you can attack a little bit more and go into the barrel a little bit, knowing that that wind's going to hold back the long balls.
Got him with the high cheese. Odenbach 2 down, back-to-back strikeouts. He struck out 3 now. This brings on Lucas Fugelberg, the third baseman, who batted 1 for 3 on Saturday. That one misses outside. Lefty-lefty matchup. Haven't seen too much of this in high school baseball lately. Odenbach, the 1-0, grounded weakly to third, picked up and bobbled, and not in time. No throw on the play from Tyler Cunningham. A little slow dribbler. Looking at that one, tough play from Cunningham for him. We'll go ahead and award a base knock to Fugelberg, having to charge in on that one. It's an infield single. And the second hit of the day for Mayport CG. It brings on Andrew Arsvold, the catcher, in his first plate appearance. Good lead at first for Fugelberg. This one low, 1 ball, no strikes. Fugelberg on Saturday, 1 for 3, 1 run, 1 RBI. Like I said, Evans had 2 RBIs. Seems like all of the Patriots had RBIs against Hillsborough Central Valley on Saturday. Here's the 1-0. This one put up in the center field, and it drops in no man's land for a base knock. Back-to-back hits, 1 in the infield, 1 in the outfield. With 2 outs, a small possible 2-out rally for Mayport CG. We have a courtesy runner for Andrew Arsvold since he is the catcher. If we get a number on him here in a second. 2 hits now here in this inning. It brings on Marshall Kloss, the right fielder, the 8-hole hitter. Wearing number 38. Bats from the right side. I believe the courtesy runner for Mayport CG is Braden Knudsvik. Here's the kick and the throw. And in for ball 1. Dropped by Peterson. 1-0 count on Kloster. 2 base hits, 2 men on, 2 out, a 1-0 count from Odenbach. That one down the middle. 1 ball, 1 strike. Kloster on Saturday, 0 for 2 day. 1 run scored, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. Kyle Odenbach would love a 4th one here today. He has 3 currently. 1-1 count to Kloster. This one foul tip, back to the backstop. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Already 2 strikeouts so far for Odenbach in this inning. 1 on Evans, 1 on Hutter. Third one would strike out the side. Here's a 1-2 count to Kloster. This one down and away. Evened up at 2-2. Mayport CG with 3 hits. Thompson with 2 in this game. No errors so far. Thompson has left 2 on base, has stolen 1. Here's a 2-2 now to Kloster from Odenbach. 2 men on, 2 out. Swung on and missed. 4th strikeout of the day for Kyle Odenbach, and he strikes out the side here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. We head to the top of the 3rd. We've played 2, still scoreless between Thompson and Mayport CG under Golden Harvest. Tim Cassette, Seat Sale Scoreboard.
On your salad. I'm kind of a Caesar salad kind of guy myself. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance. Now, I am no chef, but I would say a Caesar salad is way tastier to eat than a corn or soybean salad this summer. If you haven't bought your hail insurance yet, give us a call. We would be glad to help, but just don't wait too long because it's way more profitable to bring that crop to the elevator than eat a shredded corn and bean salad all summer long. For more information on our crop hail coverages, go to IrieInsurance.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Welcome back to Scott Berry Field. On the top of the 3rd now, in time for Thompson Tommy's the bat. These 2 teams have locked horns twice now, not including this game now for the 3rd time officially, once all innings have been played, of course. 1-1 against each other. First game belonged to Mayport CG, a 4-1 victory over Thompson at Thompson. Tommy struck back on Tuesday, May 4th in a 5-4 decision at Mayport CG. The last and only Region 2 loss right there on May 4th for Mayport CG. They were 10-2 when they lost to Thompson. 2nd game into Thompson's 10-game dub streak. We're back at it here in the top of the 3rd on YourLiveEvent.com. The 9-hole hitter, Braden Wolfgram, the 2nd baseman, tries a bunt attempt, and he goes with it for strike 1. Wolfgram on Saturday against the Thunder, 1 for 2, 2 runs scored, making it count at the bottom of a lineup. He steps out, we call time. Wolfgram came into this tournament batting .250. The 0-1 now from Satcham. This one just foul on the 3rd base line, and quickly 0-2 on the Tommy's 2nd baseman. Braden is a freshman, 5'6", 125 pounds, getting the nod in the starting lineup. He flies it out to foul territory on the right side, and it goes beyond the Patriots' dugout. We'll do it again at 0-2. Sawyer Satcham, he is a senior. Think about that in a Region 2 tournament in the winner's bracket. Just the moment it is, I'm sure they've seen each other. Senior versus freshman, with a possible chance later on in the tournament to go to state. Here's the 0-2 to Wolfgram. It misses high and inside, 1-2. Satcham works quickly, back into the line, 1-2. This one popped in the air, not playable, and we'll do it again. Goes right behind us, I believe, and here, the broadcast booth, Derek Zimmerman Geyer, Joseph Stetz to my left, Brady Siebels, checking Twitter, I believe, hopefully. We'll go with that. 1-2 to Wolfgram, foul back, we'll do it again, right behind us. Protective net in front of us, not only in front of the fans, but also at the broadcast booth so it doesn't crack a window. Hopefully no cracked windows out in the parking lot either. 1-2 to Wolfgram from Satcham. This one grounded weakly to 3rd, picked up on a little hop, and the throw is awry, not in time. It is pulled off the bag, off the errant throw by Lucas Fugelberg. It pulls off first baseman Jordan Evans. We'll throw that down as an E5 on Fugelberg, the first error of the ball game. It puts on Wolfgram at first base. Now back to the top of the lineup of Connor Welsh, who led the game off on the third pitch of the game with a single. Welsh did not score, was left stranded in that first. He fouls off the first pitch, hungry, 0-1. Joe, we talked about, of course, a lot of talks about swinging on 3-0, but you're not a fan of swinging on the first pitch as well.
No, yeah, I've always been a guy to see first pitch strike. Make sure you get the timing down. Make sure you're seeing the pitch you want to see, not just chasing first pitch you do see. Because sometimes you go up there with a swing happy mentality. You might chase one up in the zone and you're ruining a bat on the first pitch. But sometimes that's when the pitcher throws you a meatball down the middle. But I've always been deep into the counts. I work deep into the counts.
He watches that one go by. No meatball right there. 1-1 on Welsh. He's one of our players to watch in this game, especially for the Thompson Tommies. 3 for 4, 4 RBIs against the Thunder. Had 2 singles and a triple. That triple led off the game. Here's a 1-1 check on Wolfgram once again, not in time. Jordan Evans and Sawyer Satcham keeping him modest and humble at first. A modest lead. Here's the 1-1 count to Welsh. That one's high. Almost looked like a pitch out. It was high, causing Arsvold to come up. It is a 2-ball, 1-strike count in favor of Connor Welsh. Here's Satcham. Swung on, missed in the dirt. 2-2. Unless the dirt was caught up from the sudden gust of wind. If I haven't made it clear enough, it's not clear out there. It is very, very windy. Very breezy, and then some. Here's a 2-2 count from Satcham to Welsh. Outside corner, not called. 3 balls, 2 strikes. It runs full with nobody out. Wolfgram led off the inning, reaching on an error from the third baseman, Fugelberg. Payoff pitch from Satcham to Connor Welsh. Swung on, no contact. Satcham fans Welsh, and there's 1 down. That's Satcham's 4th strikeout. He now matches Kyle Odenbach in that category. Brings on Tommy Schumacher, who Satcham has struck out. That was his first victim of the day. Struck out swinging on a 3-2 count. Wolfgram still at first and dives back in to first, safe. Thompson has a team batting average of .297, well-rounded. They score 8 runs per game, and it shows right there with that batting average. And now a throw and a pickle. Wolfgram is caught, running back and forth, the freshman running for his life, and he tries to scoot around the tag, but he is not successful. He is tagged out and erased from the base paths. Good move from Satcham. He knew he'd get him eventually. That senior freshman cat and mouse game advantage senior. Now Tommy Schumacher, no pitches yet to him, has 2 out and nobody to knock in but himself if he can muster one up. Here's the first pitch from Satcham. Inside corner called. 0-1. See 0-1 now from Satcham. That one right down the middle at the numbers, 0-2. Satcham looking for a second strikeout in the row to close the inning. Instead, it's flown out into center field. Should be playable, and it is by Kritzberger. Reed Kritzberger retires that one off of 1 error, no hits, and a strikeout. Nobody left on base. We head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Mayport CG ready to bat. Thompson Tommies, Mayport CG Patriots scoreless through 2.5 on your Golden Harvest Tim Cazette Seed Sale scoreboard.
At Norman County Implement Highway 9 North Ada, 3 Batwing mowers, used 15-foot models, all available. The price ranges from $7,500 to $15,000. Batwing mowers at Norman County Implement. 08 Wilrich Double Spring Quad X 50-foot has 8-inch shovels priced at $27,000. And remember the new Massey Ferguson compact tractor model 1840 with loader cab and all the extras. Talk to Chuck or Neil for more information. Norman County Implement Highway 9 North Ada thanks you for your business. Precision planting of the 2021 crop has started. Everyone at RDK Enterprises wants you to know these items. Call RDK Enterprises for your planter needs. RDK Enterprises has maintenance parts in stock. Call for precision planter support, 701-636-2119. Please have a safe spring. Thank you for choosing RDK Enterprises for your precision planter needs. RDK Enterprises, Hillsboro and Drayton. PlanterDoc.com. It pays to plant with precision.
Welcome back to YourLiveEvent.com here at Scott Berry Field. It's the bottom of the third inning. Time for our in-game update brought to you by Farmers Union Insurance. Checking it out here for the Thompson Tommies. Their record runs right here. The stats, 0 runs, 2 hits, 0 errors. As the first pitch from Odenbach to Cole Kritzberger, the 9-0 hitter, is in for ball 1. As for Mayport CG, 0 runs, 3 hits, 1 error. That one gets away from Peterson, 2-0. Your in-game update brought to you by Farmers Union Insurance. For auto, farm, home, and business, visit with Ryan Updahl and Rich Gerke at Farmers Union Insurance in Hillsboro. 2-0 here against Cole Kritzberger, now 3-0. Reed Kritzberger, Cole's brother, retired the side on a fly ball from Tommy Schumacher in the top of the third. Cole is the younger Kritzberger, the freshman. This one called a strike on 3-1. Sure Joseph loves that there's no throw or no swing right there. Reed Kritzberger is a junior, Cole's brother. Here's the 3-1, and it's run full. That one hit the corner. Payoff pitch incoming. Sawyer Satcham, a chance for 5 strikeouts. This one grounded to short, played on a hop, thrown to Strandy in time for out number 1, 6-3 putout. Courtesy of Connor Welsh with a strong, accurate arm. Brings on Ethan Bergstrom, who led off the Patriots' bottom of the first. With a single of his own, he was thrown out by Zach Peterson, looking for a little revenge right here. Lefty-righty matchup once again. Odenbach, that one plunked him right on the lucky number 7. Don't rub it. Bergstrom now on base twice with a hit and hit by a pitch. That's Odenbach's first of the game and first by either pitcher. This is now Reed Kritzberger. He struck out swinging in the first. Good lead from Bergstrom at first. Got to be careful with that arm of Peterson. Outside corner called 0-1. Number 1 seed Mayport CG Patriots. Looking to get back to the state playoff since 2015 for the first time. Tommies have been there in the state championship game for the last 3 seasons. Check on the runner at first, not in time. Ethan Bergstrom at first base is our player to watch from Mayport CG. 2 for 4, 4 RBIs, 3 runs versus Hillsboro Central Valley on Saturday. He's just a sophomore. This one's fouled off to the right side. No balls, 2 strikes. Bergstrom getting the nod as a sophomore to lead off for a team like Mayport CG. Must mean a lot. Here's the 0-2 from Odenbach. This one's in. Ball gets away from Peterson and at second base. And now heading to third, holds up, is Bergstrom. He's in scoring position. And I believe that ball hit Kritzberger. Back-to-back hit by pitches. Odenbach a little shaky The wind shakes everything up, but I don't know if that one was a part of it. Brings on Sawyer Satcham. Another pitcher versus pitcher matchup. Satcham flew out to center field in the first. 2 men on, 1 out for Kyle Odenbach to work against. Now on the stretch, of course, and he finds the inside corner against his pitcher counterpart. Bergstrom at second. Kritzberger at first. 2 men on. Steak on the grill for the Patriots. Satcham awaits Odenbach. That one's low and away. 2 balls, no strikes. I believe it's 1-1. What I had, the first pitch. Here's Odenbach. That one misses outside. 2 balls and 1 strike against Satcham. Satcham getting an eyeful of Kyle Odenbach, seeing what the ump is calling as well. That inside corner has been very popular. The placement there, pristine. We're going to have a time called, step out. Satcham readjust for this lefty-righty matchup. 2-1 count, 1 out, 2 men on for Mayport CG. Sawyer Satcham at the plate against Kyle Odenbach. Kyle Odenbach steps off to Strandy, over to first, not in time. He almost got Kritzberger slipping. It was sneaky. Strandy sold it by not immediately rushing to the bag. Kritzberger, his feet were almost magnetized to the infield, it seemed like. Here's a 2-1 now to Satcham. This one high, 3-1. Kyle Odenbach is in danger of walking. The bases loaded. Jordan Evans, the cleanup hitter, is on deck. He struck out looking in his last at-bat. Here's a 3-1 from Odenbach. This one blistered up to center field. It should be playable, and is. And nobody advances. 2 down. That one's taken care of by Reese Berberich. That one goes 8 put out for Satcham on a 3-1 count. Brings on Jordan Evans. 2 men on, 2 out. Evans, like I said, 0 for 1. With a strikeout looking in the second. Reed Kritzberger at first. Ethan Bergstrom at second. Swing, no contact for Evans. He struck out in 4 pitches on a 1-2 count. No, it was on 2 pitches, 3 pitches in that second inning. 0-1 from Odenbach. That one gets off and bounces away from Peterson. It goes into the net, and that means we cannot advance the runners. That run should not count, and the run comes across. Bergstrom is in. The ump is going to reassess things, say, hey, everybody, slow your roll. Go back to your bags. I do believe. Everything is put in order, put in check. That wild pitch gets away from Peterson. It got into the net. It was stuck. It's out of play. The runners advance, but they cannot come home. A 1-1 count with 2 men on in scoring position. And a little bit of disgruntledness from the fans of Mayport CG. The umpires are going to confer here, as well as Coach Alex Berry of the Patriots. He wants an official ruling. Joseph, can you provide any insight?
Well, what the whole conversation is about is, the Thompson player immediately addressed saying he couldn't find the ball. Well, the ball was just, right next to the wall, deep in the grass. He couldn't see it, but yet it was in the field of play. So what the Patriots are arguing that, the ball is in play, that run should count. Like, he has to go get it. But, so that's why when whoever it was that came out of the dugout and basically grabbed it and dropped it right where it was, and just like, it was in play. So that was the whole conversation, but it seems like the umpires got together and made the call official that, it was out of play.
Big call for a number 1, number 2 matchup. That one missed. 2-1 now on Jordan Evans. This one, check swing. Did he not go? They appeal. He did. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Much to the delight of the Thompson Tommy faithful. 2-2 count, 2 on in scoring position, 2 outs. Odenbach now to Evans. Looking for the K. Right down the middle, rung his bell. 2 men left on for Mayport CG. We're still scoreless through 3. Kyle Odenbach has struck out 5 so far in 3 innings. We head to the top of the 4th inning. Mayport CG, Thompson scoreless on your Golden Harvest Tim Cassette seat sale scoreboard.
Big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
Valley General Store in Halstead is now open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday. They welcome you to stop in, get all your hardware items, groceries, and more now in the new store with more inventory. Valley General Store in Halstead. Come and shop for your fresh produce and grocery items. Valley General Store, now with groceries in Halstead. Thanks to all who have visited the new Valley General Store in Halstead. If you haven't been there yet, they welcome you to stop in at the store full of hardware, groceries, and more. Valley General Store in Halstead, open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday.
Time for the Thompson Tommies. See if they can hold down the fort in a 0-0 ball game. See if they can put a run across. They'll send out number 3, Tyler Cunningham, the 3-hole hitter. He's at 1-for-1 with a base knock from the first inning. Back at it against Sawyer Satcham. This one misses, 1-0. Mayport CG might feel like they should have the lead right now after a pass ball. Could have scored Bergstrom. He did come across the plate. That one comes across the plate for strike 1, 1-1. The ball is in the field of play. It looked like it hit the net and got in the net for a second, a little entangled. Nonetheless, the umpires confer. This one over the second baseman's head and a leadoff single for Tyler Cunningham. He's 2 for 2. That's the 3rd hit of the ball game for Thompson. They had 2 in the top of the 1st inning. This brings on Zach Peterson. He struck out swinging in the 1st. Satcham has 4 Ks so far today. With 3 hits, both teams have. Check on the runner at first, not in time. Thompson had 10 hits on Hatton Northwood on Saturday. That was the 2nd most of the day. Let you know who had the most hits. But I'm sure you can probably guess. Another check on the runner. Safe. Who had the most hits on Saturday?
You know, if you're the Thompson Tommies, you know, with the pickoff move, he's done that twice now where he'll, you know, open up the pickoff with like a light throw across. Just kind of like a, you know, I'm just, you know, keeping an eye on you. And then that second time, he just absolutely, it's like his go-to pickoff move, and he just wings it there. That's the 2nd time I've seen it in that sequence. So, you know, if you're the Thompson Tommy, you see that, you got to make sure to be aware.
Reed Kritzberger gets over to right center field, tracks that one down for the first out. Zach Peterson on the first pitch he sees, flies out to center. He's 0 for 2. That brings on Reese Berberich with 1 down. Berberich grounded out to the shortstop in the 1st. 1 man on. That's the leadoff single by Tyler Cunningham. He knocked that one over the second baseman's head, Cole Kritzberger, to lead things off. 3rd hit of the day for Thompson. Berberich awaits Satcham, and he goes over that same move you're talking about, Joseph. That one a bit closer.
That is his go-to move on the hill, but it wasn't the true sequence I was talking about. But I guarantee we'll see it again, and I'll kind of point it out.
This one flared over in the center field on the run. Hold up at second. 2 men on, 2 singles here in this inning. That one goes into center field courtesy of a base knock by Reese Berberich. There's 2 men on with 1 out. Berberich now 1 for 2. Tyler Cunningham is at second. Reese Berberich is at first. Pitcher Kyle Odenbach is at the plate on the left side. He struck out looking in the second on a 1-2 count. Satcham looks to do it again. He has 4 strikeouts. A bunt put down by Odenbach. It goes foul. It's a good idea. Good timing at the last second. He pushed it to the opposite side. The third baseman, Fugelberg, not playing close. Let's see if he gets closer. Looks like the first baseman, Evans, playing closer to the grass, and now Fugelberg comes closer to the grass as well.
Well, why you do it is more the fact that you look at your situation. First and second, you push bunt it. You know, you make the third baseman decide. You know, is it hard enough he has to come up and he can make the throw across? Or, you know, or does he give up the bunt to try and cover his base? I mean, it puts the third baseman in decision-making mode. Do you take the out? You know, fielding the play, throwing to first, but leaving 2 runners on, you know, in scoring position.
This one inside. That last pitch swinging. This one taken. 1-2.
Or of course, do you sit back, you know, and like you said, have the pitcher fielded, and then try and get the force out at third, keep the runners on first and second. I mean, it's a very smart bunt, but now in a 1-2, you ain't gonna probably see it.
No, you're not. He is swinging. He flies it in the left field, and it goes into the Tommy's bullpen. A long 1-2. We'll do it again. Also, of course, the runner at second, Cunningham. You put the bunt down, and Fugelberg charges it. No one's at third base. A pass ball on the throw or an error or anything. Honestly, he could probably score if he really wanted to. Here's the 1-2. That one just missed on Odenbach. That was near the chest. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes on Kyle Odenbach. 2 men on, just 1 out. Satcham looking for his 5th strikeout. Really needs one with 2 on. That one at the corner got exactly what he wanted. He strikes out Kyle Odenbach looking for the 2nd time this game. There's 2 down. 5 strikeouts now for Sawyer Satcham. Ryan Strandy now, who popped out to second, 0 for 1, has 2 men on but 2 outs to work with. It's a righty-lefty matchup. He awaits the first offering. Cranks it on a grounder over to second for Kritzberger and tosses in time to Evans to retire the side. Thompson wastes 2 base hits, strikes out, and leaves 2 men on here in the top of the 4th inning. Still scoreless between Thompson and Mayport CG. We head to the bottom half of the 4th on our Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seat Sale Scoreboard.
You know the importance of planning before you plant. To finish strong, you need a solid start. That's why at Cess Vonderhoff, we remain committed to developing sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature, all to help you make spring decisions that will yield the harvest you envision. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Cess Vonderhoff, a passion that grows.
We built Irie Insurance with one philosophy: hire great people and provide great service and options. We want to help protect your home, farm, crops, personal, and your businesses. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and since day one, we have followed this golden rule to help protect you. That's why we have so many locations like West Fargo, Devils Lake, Hope, Hillsboro, Mackville, and Towner. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
First pitch to Jake Hutter's inside for ball 1 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Mayport CG. The Patriots turn the bat. Kyle Odenbach back out for the 4th. Here's the 1-0 on Hutter. He flies it on the infield. It should be playable at third by Cunningham, and he retires the first batter of the inning. Hutter struck out in the second. Now he's 0 for 2. Swinging on the second pitch. Springs on Lucas Fugelberg. One out to Fugelberg. Lefty-lefty matchup. That one misses outside. 1-0 on the Patriots first baseman, who has a base hit already. He fouls it off to the left side. It's out of play. We talked about Thompson recording 10 hits on Saturday, the second most in the Region 2 tournament, Day 1 edition. The most hits of the day belong to Mayport CG. They had 14 on Saturday when they played Hillsborough Central Valley. A 16-1 victory for the Patriots. That one misses in the dirt. 2 balls and 1 strike now here on Lucas Fugelberg.
And at every style of hit other than the triple, I think, from Mayport. But we saw it all on that day 1 of the Class B Region 2 tournament. I mean, we saw the triple, we saw 2 home runs, we saw a lot of quite a few doubles, and then of course a lot of singles.
We just saw the first walk of the ball game. That one courtesy of Kyle Onenbach. That is a 5-pitch walk in favor of Fugelberg. He's on first base with 1 out. In day 1 on Saturday of this Region 2 tournament, 3 out of 4 games ended thanks to a run rule. And a few today, again so far. This one down the pipe, 0-1 on number 26, Andrew Arsvold. He has a base knock to his credit. 1 for 1. That was in the second. Did not avail to anything after a Marshall Kloster strikeout. Man on first, 1 out. Odenbach, after his first walk, is up 0-2 now on Arsvold after the swing. Odenbach, 5 strikeouts, 2 hit batters, 1 walk. Here, he has pitched 3 1/3. The 0-2 now to Arsvold. That one down the middle. Call his name and send him away. 2 down in the bottom of the 4th. Odenbach, his 6th strikeout. Kloster now up to pay. Arsvold down on 3 strikes. Kloster, like I said, struck out in the second, swinging. 2 down, a man at first. That's Fugelberg after the walk. And Fugelberg caught in a pickle, and Strandy over to second, and in time, yes it is! Another jam, another pickle, and Kyle Odenbach gets out of the inning. He gives up a walk, no runs, no hits. We've played 4 so far here at Scott Berry Field, game number 4 of the Region 2 baseball tournament in the second day here at Scott Berry Field. We go to the top of the 5th, scoreless, between Thompson and Mayport CG on your Golden Harvest Tim Cassette seat sale scoreboard.
Plains Fireworks, located on the west side, frontage road I-29, south of Degelman's in Hillsborough. They're open by appointments. Call 701-436-6140. Also like them on Facebook for information. Let Great Plains Fireworks help you get fireworks for your family celebrations, neighborhood parties, and events.
Pretty, pretty, pretty. They have chest thumpers.
Great Plains Fireworks, open by appointment only, Hillsborough, North Dakota, 701-436-6140. Like them on Facebook.
That is the second Patriot we've seen thrown out, either in a jam or now in a stolen base opportunity. Bergstrom was thrown out in the first, looking for a stolen base, and Fugelberg just got caught slipping by Kai Odenbach. We're in the top of the 5th now. Tommy's ready to bat. Still scoreless on your Golden Harvest Tim Gazette seat sale scoreboard. Joseph, you jokingly said, let's get a pitcher's duel after all these run rules, all these runs going on here at Scott Berry Field. You ask, and you have received it so far.
It has been definitely a pitcher's duel, but not only to the fact that it's been a pitcher's duel, but both teams just cannot seem to get one run across. They both, they can get people into scoring position, second and third, but they just can't get them in. And that goes to the credit of the pitcher getting out of jams. Or that just, like Odenbach, he is very good with runners on the base paths. He doesn't allow them to really get too big of a lead, or he's really controlled the running game. So for either team, I feel it's going to be literally maybe a 1-0 victory for either side. I don't see a lot of runs coming.
1 ball, 1 strike on Brody Gibson now. 2 balls, 1 strike. He struck out swinging in the second, one of Satcham's 5 victims today. Here's a 2-1 to Gibson. This one outside and gets away from Arsvold. 3 balls, 1 strike.
And of course, with the day that we have here today, I mean, high winds, very unfavorable for the hitters. You can't just have one swing. One swing ain't gonna change the game. I don't think, because I don't think unless you can get a lefty to get it out to left or to right field, I don't think a home run's in the books here.
This one on a full count is fouled off, barely getting out of the way. That one is Braden Wolfgram. He's on deck. We'll do it again at 3-2 with Brody Gibson. Second game of this Region 2 tournament for Thompson. They defeated Hatton Northwood 11-1 on Saturday. 3-2 to Gibson. Just takes it low near the ankles. And a leadoff walk late in the game never bodes well. Denny Matthews always says that, and it always proves true. Let's see if that proves true for the Tommies.
Well, you don't ever want to allow base runners in general. You don't want to give up singles. You don't want to give up hits. But when you walk them, it's basically you just gave them the free base.
Check on Gibson. He's back cleanly. This is the 5th inning now for Satcham. He's pitched through 4. He struck out 5, and that was his first walk. He checks again. Getting a little pesky now.
I really feel both pitchers have really done their best to control the running game. I just think that Odenbach has had a better chance. Here we go.
Runner goes. Gibson, throw from Arsville, not in time. Stolen base, man in scoring position for Thompson. That's the second of the day for the Tommies. And there's nobody out. Prime opportunity to take advantage of it.
No, but getting back to it, the difference is, the style of pitching. I mean, we got a right-hander and a left-hander. I mean, the left-hander is watching first base. You can't get too big of a lead, or else he's watching you, or he can make a move quick enough. Where the right-hander, of course.
Uh-oh! Here's a throw right there. The style's different with the lefty and the righty on their pickoff moves. That one was just south. That one just went to the side of the shortstop covering. That is Bergstrom. An errant throw from Satcham. He's lucky he got away with it. It's a 1-0 count here on Braden Wolfgram, who's 0 for 1. He reached on an error, and he bunts that one to the net. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And now if Thompson's going to play the bunt, you have to make sure it's a very well-executed bunt. Because, you put it down the first base line, and with the first baseman charging in, and your runner's not even halfway to third, they're just going to throw it to third. If you're going to get a bunt down, it's got to be pretty pinpoint.
That throw was pinpoint, but not in time from Satcham back to second. Bergstrom and Satcham working together, trying to eliminate Brody Gibson from the base paths. It's 1-1 on Braden Wolfgram. There's nobody out. There's a man in scoring position. No runs so far. No score. Bunt is down, and it's a good one to the left side. It might be a single, and it is. Infield single. All the way to first base goes Wolfgram. Looking at that one, it looked like Satcham wanted to web flip it over to third to Fugelberg. Not close. It was close for a brief second. I'll count that up as a infield single for Wolfgram. That is the 5th of the day for Thompson. 2 men on at the corners, nobody out.
And you couldn't have talked about a more perfect bunt. That was absolutely gorgeous of a bunt. Because, again, there's that situation they were in. You have to bunt it down the third base line because of the simple fact that the runner is going to be coming, but the first baseman is going to be charging in all the way. It has to be down the third base line and make the third baseman decide, and the third baseman decided to stay home. See, now watch. The soft toss that Satcham does right away. It's a soft toss and it's going to be an immediate pick over. I guarantee it.
Perfect timing for the top of the order to come up for Thompson. Connor Welsh, 1 for 2, led off the game with a single. That one hits the outside corner, 0-1.
Okay, he switched up the sequence. You know, maybe, you know, like me catching on to that. Who knows? But we'll see here if he still is worried about that runner on first base. Because, of course, you're in a stealing situation.
Throw back at first. Wolfgram back in time. Brody Gibson's at third, 90 feet away from scoring the first run of the game on our Golden Harvest Tim Gazette seat sale scoreboard. Satcham has struck out 5 and walked 1. He's in a jam. 2 men on at the corners, and a quick pickoff move over to Gibson at third. Not in time. It's the advantage of being a righty with a man on third. You can just set your feet and turn like a scarecrow. Just barely move. 0-1 here on Connor Welsh. Nobody out. This one blasted out in the left field, dying in the air, and it will stop in the air, taken down by Hutter, and a sacrifice fly, RBI coming in to score, Brody Gibson, the first run of the ball game, courtesy of Connor Welsh. That one was sky high, and again the wind blowing in, the runner tagging up and scoring the first run. Hutter got a good jump on it. He looked like he was going to go further for a second. It's 1-0, however.
Get him on, get him over, get him in. That is the whole point of baseball, and it worked to perfection right there. You got a runner on due to a walk. He gets across on a, I think it was a wild. No, did he steal the base or was it a wild pitch? I don't remember.
Stolen base.
And then a well-executed bunt, and then the sacrifice fly. That's perfect small ball baseball.
You know how it started? A leadoff walk. Never bodes well. It's 0-1 after that foul to the backstop by Tommy Schumacher. He's 0-2 with a strikeout and a flyout. He's a man at first base. That's Wolfgram still. 1 out. 1-0. Thompson on top of Mayport CG. Here's the second pitch. Gets away for a second. Arsvold corrals it. 1 ball, 1 strike. Schumacher, a left fielder, has a chance to keep the bus moving for his Tommies. Satcham kicks and fires. This one on the corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Try to limit the damage. If you're Sawyer Satcham, he's only allowed, 5 hits is 5 hits, but it is a classic pitcher's duel. Only 3 hits for Mayport CG, both in the first 2 innings. Here's the 1-2, gets away for a second in the dirt. Arsvold gets it. Evened up 2-2. Arsvold he's done a good job at home plate, I would say. Not too many runners advancing until this inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Foul back, right back at us. Net protecting. We'll do it again. Oh, Brady, you okay? You flinched at that one. 1 out, 1 on. Top of the 5th. Thompson 1, Mayport CG 0. Patriots number 1 seed, Tommy's number 2. Here's the 2-2. That one painted up at the corner. Sit down. There's strikeout number 6 for Sawyer Satcham and 2 outs. Here in the top of the 5th. Cunningham has now, Cunningham at the plate. Schumacher has now struck out twice. 1 swinging, 1 looking. He's 0 for 3. Brings on Cunningham, who is 2 for 2. 2 singles, and he might have that right here. This one at the hole at third. Picked up over from Fuelberg in time. No, he's safe. It's an infield single. 3 for 3 day for Tower Cunningham. Pulled off the bag. Thank you, Brady, for being my other pair of eyes. So it goes down as an E5. The second error by Fugelberg of the day in Mayport CG. Cunningham has been on base 3 times and is 2 for 3. And I believe got a courtesy runner coming in for who was at second base here just a moment ago. I believe that was Wolfgram. Our courtesy runner is Logan Mouse.
I don't know if that's a courtesy runner or a pinch runner.
It's a pinch runner.
He's a second baseman, so he's not a catcher or pitcher.
Wolfgram comes out, Mouse comes in, so pinch runner. That one in for strike 1 on Zach Peterson. who is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout. At first base, 2 men on, 2 outs. Satcham, 0-1. This one just low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Cunningham at first after the error by Fugelberg at third. Mouse at second. A 1-0 game in favor of the Tommies. Here's the 1-1 from Satcham. That one in the dirt again. Keeps getting lower. Keeps lowering the bar. It's 2 balls, 1 strike on Peterson. Peterson, who's 0 for 2, like I said, the power hitter for the Tommies. 4 home runs. Something like that would open this game up and then some. He elects to take that one 2-2. The ball got away on the throwback from Arsvold to Satcham. Nobody advances, however. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 men on. Sawyer Satcham to Zach Peterson in a 1-run game. This one put up in the air, lifted, the wind taking it, and it is in foul territory and retired by Jake Hutter to end the inning in the top of the 5th. But in the inning, Thompson finally tackles Mayport CG on the scoreboard. 1 hit, 1 walk equals 1 run for the Tommies. It's 1-0. Thompson over Mayport CG. We head to the bottom of the 5th under Golden Harvest Tim Kazette seat sale scoreboard.
With their 4,000 plus employees and shareholders, are deeply rooted in the communities of the Red River Valley. They're committed to the sustainability and growth of their business and to improving lives in the places where we work and live by investing in people, our communities, and the future of American Crystal Sugar. Visit crystalsugar.com to learn more about scholarships, grants, volunteerism, donations, and more through the Community Roots American Crystal Giving Program. Growing strong community roots. American Crystal Sugar Company.
Dr. Craig Rothfuss Dental Practice in Hillsborough is accepting new patients. They offer patients of all ages a full range of dental services, including Clear Correct, which is an option for invisible braces, and a $99 whitening program. Dr. Rothfuss accepts multiple insurance plans, including Delta Dental, United Concordia that was affiliated with Blue Cross Blue Shield, and Principal Dental Insurance. Bring your smile to Dr. Craig Rothfuss Dental Practice in Hillsborough, and the friendly staff will help make it sparkle. Call 701-636-4244 today.
Bottom of the 5th inning, Mayport CG looks to answer Thompson after the Tommies put up the first run of the game in their half of the frame. It's 1-0 Thompson over Mayport CG. Golden Harvest Tim Kazette seat sale scoreboard. Kyle Onabach back out for his 5th inning of work. He struck out 6, has walked 1, hit 2, only given up 3 hits, and of course no runs. He'll face and battle Michael Kloster, the right fielder. He struck him out in the 2nd. Struck him out on a 2-2 count. In this number 1, number 2 seed game, in the 4th game of day number 2 of the Region 2 tournament. That one's in for strike 1. Enters the 0-1 quickly, and that one just misses the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Mayport CG just going to town on Saturday, showing off their number 1 seed status, 16-1 over Hillsborough Central Valley. That one on the outside corner is called 1-2. 16-1 victory for the Patriots over the Burros. The Burros are eliminated from the Region 2 tournament after they lost the Hat Northwood, and that batter Kloster is terminated after the backwards K from Kyle Onabach, his 7th of the day. 1 down in the bottom of the 5th.
As a coach, that drives me crazy is the backwards K. And how many of those does Mayport have?
Looking at it right here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 so far. 4 of 7 have been looking.
And 2 of them came with runners in scoring position.
Exactly. You
to
cannot
end the inning.
You cannot let men go down on the ship just staring at them. Cole Kritzberger, 9-0 hitter of a second baseman. Number 33 takes now at a 1-1 count with Odenbach. Odenbach delivers. That one behind him. Whew. had to get skinny, and the opposite way, it's 2-1. Bergstrom's on deck. One of the only hits for Mayport CG. He's a 2-1. This one fouled off the right side. That one, I believe it may have caught some car. Able to track that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
God, I need your vision if you can see that.
On Cole Kritzberger. It's all about the glasses, man. That one, it's all about taking it and taking it to first base off of the calf, off the right calf of Cole Kritzberger. There's 1 man on, 1 out. That is the 3rd hit batter by Kyle Odenbach. Maybe get a little shaky here in the latter half of the game.
You know, you never. I know me when I used to play, I never wanted to get hit. I never wanted to get plunked because I wanted to hit the ball. But sometimes in a situation like this, you need base runners in the worst way. So you need to, try and get on any way you can. Walk, hit by pitch, hit. You need to find a way on. And so here they go. Mayport's got another chance here with a runner on. Let's see if they can tie the game up or do more damage.
Ethan Bergstrom takes called strike 1-1. He was hit by an Odenbach pitch in the 3rd, and so is Reed Kritzberger, who's on deck. Odenbach is hit as he tries to pick off Kritzberger to no avail. Runner safe at first. Odenbach has hit 3 batters in the last 2 innings. Bergstrom, Kritzberger, and Cole Kritzberger. So Reed and Cole Kritzberger, the brothers, sharing a last name and possibly the same bruise. This one outside, 2-1.
The shame bruise.
My mouth is dry, man, okay? I've gone through like 4 waters.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah,
I know
I'm
you
very
want to
aware.
say same bruise. I know you wanted to, but I was just like, shame bruise.
How about a 2-1 fouled off to the right side? 2-2. Here on Bergstrom. Odenbach looking for his 8th strikeout. He has 2 walks also to his name. 2-2 count. 1 man on, 1 out. This one in the dirt gets away from Zach Peterson. Advancing to second and holding up at second is Cole Kritzberger. He's in scoring position. And a 3-2 count with the tying run at second for Ethan Bergstrom. Things just got interesting with only 1 down here in the bottom of the 5th. Odenbach now, payoff pitch. This one foul tip by Bergstrom. We'll do it again. It's all about staying alive. These 2 teams will be alive no matter what after today's final. But to have that advantage to play the loser of tomorrow's game, ever so important. Payoff pitch from Odenbach. This one fouled off once again to the left side. Played by, I believe that is Coach Kellen Inget at 3rd. If I got my faces memorized correctly, we'll do it again.
And not only to, play second or, only have to play 1 more game, but for the simple fact of the rest factor. So you're not, out there playing double games back to back.
Bergstrom grounds it to short. Welsh plays it, charges, pulls the Strandy in time, advances the runner to the 3rd. It's a ground out for Welsh. That goes at 6-3. Welsh records the ground out. It goes 6-3. Bergstrom is now 1 for 2. Cole Kritzberger at 3rd base after being hit in the 2nd at-bat of this inning. This brings on Reed Kritzberger, who takes inside strike 1. 2 outs. Man at 3rd. 0-1 count. Odenbach looking to preserve this 1-0 lead. And he hit him. Men at the corners. 2 outs. That is now 4 hit batters in this game in the last 2 innings. And they go ahead and intentionally walk Sawyer Satchram. So add a double B to Kyle Odenbach's stat line as well. Intentional walk for Satchram, who's 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts to center. That loads the bases with 2 outs. It brings on Jordan Evans, who has struck out twice. You can see why they wanted him at the plate in a moment like this.
And I think both times was with in the fashion of looking.
They were. Exactly right. Odenbach looking to repeat. He misses outside. 1-0.
So in a way, it's a smart strategy. It must be Evans is not picking up the ball right, or he's not seeing it. But in the same way for Thompson, you're giving yourself only one batter.
1-0 is rocketed out in the right field, has a play on it, and it is retired just in time. Brody Gibson finds that one, and Kyle Odenbach gets out of a jam, bases loaded, preserves the 1-0 lead for his Tommies. At the end of 5, Thompson 1, Mayport CG nothing. We head to the 6th. Getting close, getting narrow, and getting late here in your Golden Harvest Tim Cassette seed sale scoreboard.
One of the main benefits of moving to the Halstead Living Center and Heritage House community is to enjoy every comfort of home without the burdens of home ownership in an environment that offers choices for care assistance, social interaction, group activities, or simply quiet, comfortable living. Another reason to choose Halstead Living Center and Heritage House is to get back to living life through their all-inclusive services and full array of social events, spiritual enrichment programs, recreational activities, and lifelong learning. For more information, call 456-2105 or log on to halsteadlivingcenter.com.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
Top of the 6th inning. Sawyer Satcham back out there. 5 innings down so far. 6 strikeouts, only 1 walk, but he has given up a run. He faces Reese Berberich to lead things off, who's 1 for 2, and make that possibly 1 for 3. This one booted at short, and he is out on the throw over the first. Nice recovery. That's short by Bergstrom to retire the first batter on the first pitch. Berberich now 1 for 3. That goes 6-3. Brings on Kyle Odenbach. The pitcher is 0 for 2 with 2 backwards Ks. Studying his pitching counterpart. Righty-lefty matchup, outside corner. Called for strike 1. It's the top of the 6th, 1-0. Mayport CG trails Thompson on your Golden Harvest Tim Cassette seat sale scoreboard. This one's fouled off quickly, 0-2 on Odenbach. 6 strikeouts for Satcham. 2 of them courtesy of Odenbach. Can he make it 3? 0-2. This one, no. This one is a base hit just past the diving glove of Bergstrom. And it's a 1-out single for the pitcher, Kyle Odenbach. Helping his own cause and putting himself on at first base. Let's see if he has a courtesy runner. See what Coach Nate Solis decides here. With Ryan Strandy, the big first baseman, up to hit. And we do have a courtesy runner. No, that is just the man in the hole retrieving the bat. Odenbach at first, 1 out. Satcham looks at him. Now fires to Strandy. This one down low, 1-0. It's base knock number 6 for Thompson. 1-0 count from Satcham. Strandy loaded up, decided to lay off. Takes called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Strandy's over 2. He popped out to the second baseman and grounded out to the second baseman. That is Cole Kritzberger. Check the runner at first. Odenbach's back in time. He dusts himself off. You know pitchers, they got to be clean. Except for their actual pitches. They're filthy. 1-1. 1 out. Strandy. A good lead from Odenbach at first. Strandy grounds it right between the hole, between second and first. Odenbach stays at second, and it's a 1-out single, back-to-back singles for Thompson. Strandy at first, Odenbach at second. Now 7 hits by Thompson in this game. That's Strandy's first of the day. Back-to-back singles. This brings on Brody Gibson, who walked in his last plate appearance. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout swinging. He has scored the only run of the ball game. 2 on, 1 out. Gibson takes ball 1 high. Thompson, only 1 run, and we have a courtesy runner from Thompson for Strandy. I believe this is Sean O'Hearn, number 8, sophomore. Strandy receives a round of applause. Heading back to the dugout. It's a 1-0 count here on Gibson. The game's only run in a 1-0 ball game. 1-0, 1 out, 2 men on. Satchram to Gibson. Gibson fouls it off, right side, 1-1. We'll do it again. Gibson scored off the Connor Welsh sacrifice fly in the top of the 5th. Now 1-1 count to him. He takes it high, 2-1. O'Hearn at first. Odenbach, the pitcher, at second. Satcham now to Gibson with a 2-1 count. Fires. This one popped up on the infield. Should be playable. At it short for Bergstrom. And he takes it with the infield fly rule in effect. There's 2 down here in the top of the 6th. Gibson pops out to the shortstop. He is 0 for 2 officially. It brings on Braden Wolfgram, who has a 1 for 2 day for him. He has a reach on error and a base knock in the 5th. First pitch, he takes it up in the air, foul territory. Everyone's scrambling for it, and Arsvold not in time. He slides, but shy of the baseball as it drops harmlessly to the grass. It's a long strike 1 on Braden Wolfgram. Thompson only run in this ball game. They average 8 per game. They only give up 3, so the pitching living up to its name, to its reputation. Thompson scored 9 runs per game last year and only gave up 3. Here's the 0-1 to Wolfgram. Pops it up on shallow right side. Should be playable at first by Evans. Plays it in foul territory, and the side is retired. That one recorded at first base for the out. In the inning, 2 hits, no walks, no errors, no runs. Thompson still up 1-0. Time for Mayport CG in the bottom half of the 6th. A 1-0 game in favor of the Tommies on your Golden Harvest Tim Kazette seat sale scoreboard.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, Broadband Voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
When it comes to insurance, you should be confident that you're choosing the best option. I'm Rich Gerke of Farmers Union Insurance, Hillsborough. Let's find and discuss the best insurance policy for your home, auto, farm, life, or business. Stop in to see Ryan Updahl or I at our Hillsborough office, or give us a call at 701-436-5777, or toll-free at 1-800-498-5777. This is Rich Gerke of Farmers Union Insurance, and we look forward to doing business with you.
In the bottom of the 6th for Mayport CG, we'll see Jake Hutter, Lucas Fugelberg, and Andrew Arsvold. Jake Hutter 0 for 2 on the day, struck out swinging, and popped up to the third baseman here in this 1-0 ball game in favor of Thompson. On your Golden Harvest Tim Kazette seat sale scoreboard, a narrow, tight pitcher's duel, just as Joseph Stetz predicted. First pitch from Odenbach, back out for his 6th inning, right down the middle for strike 1.
Honestly, we were due for a true classic pitcher's duel.
You can say that again. That one is 0-2. Took a rip at that one.
And of course, with the implications that we have with the wind, and I mean, it had all the perfect ingredients for a true pitcher's duel.
That one fouled off to the right side. We'll do it again. No balls, 2 strikes. Like I said, 3 out of 4 games in day number 1 on Saturday were run rule games. And I believe the first 2 today, run rule games. Larimore, Hatton Northwood, both a part of those. This one popped up on the infield. It should be playable at third, and it is by Tyler Cunningham. 1 out down on the pop-up. 0 for 3. Jake Hutter takes on now to Lucas Fugelberg. First 2 games, Hillsborough Central Valley took down Larimore 11-1. Hatton Northwood defeated Finley Chinook Page 10-0. And then Hatton Northwood defeated Hillsborough Central Valley 11-3. The Thunder have claimed 2 seasons so far in this tournament. 2 today. Now into the batter's box is Fugelberg, number 13. He's 1 for 1 with a walk and a single. It's 1-0 on him. Lefty-lefty matchup. Now Odenbach delivers right back to Odenbach and playable at short. Welsh dives, tumbles to first in time. Yes, sir! Welsh stumbled to the knees, got up in time, made the play. 2 outs recorded here in the bottom of the 6th. Connor Welsh doing it with the bat and helping out Odenbach with the leather. That one goes 6-3 against Fugelberg. He's 1 for 2. Andrew Arsvold. This one down out of the zone, 1-0. Arsvold 1 for 2. He singled in the 2nd. Struck out looking in the 4th. Lefty-righty matchup with the 1-0 is now 1-1 after that big rip, no contact. Patriots are down to their final 4 outs in a 1-run ball game. Patriots score 9 runs per game. This one flown out to center field, playable for Berberich, and he finds it in time right into his mitt. Comes in from mid-center field. 3 up, 3 down for Kyle Odenbach and the Tommies here in the bottom of the 6th. We head to the 7th. Mayport CG still trails Thompson 1-0 on your Tim Gazette seat sale scoreboard.
Full Service Foods in Hillsborough provides contract packaging and private label foods for your local and regional retail stores. Full Service Foods is a leader in the upper Midwest for less than truckload quantities for contract manufactured sauces and dressings. They are a privately held company with a reputation for quality and customer service. Full Service Foods is proud to be in Hillsborough and bringing employment opportunities to the area. Find out more at fullservicefoods.com. Full Service Foods of Hillsborough, proud to support this community event.
Hope Page Public Schools are committed to the development of all students by providing a high-quality education that is reflective of the strong values in our communities. The staff at the Hope Page Public Schools work each day to enable and inspire students to achieve academic excellence and make positive contributions to our world. Learn more about the Hope Page Public Schools and stay up to date with school and athletic calendars, teacher pages, and news by visiting hope-page.k12.nd.us. We are Spartans. We are learners, leaders, achievers, and believers. We will change the world.
Game goes on for Thompson, up 1-0 over Mayport CG. On your Golden Harvest Tim Gazette seed sales scoreboard, Sawyer Satcham back out here for the 7th. Kyle Odenbach has gone through 6 scoreless, only given up 3 hits. It's a 3-hit shutout for Kyle Odenbach, the junior, putting it on the Patriots here today. Now time for the Tommies to bat. Connor Welsh leads things off. He's 1 for 2, has driven in the only run of the game. He takes strike 1, looking at the corner. Welsh, a single in the 1st, struck out swinging in the 3rd, and the sac fly in the 5th. That scored Brody Gibson. This one swung on and missed. 0-2 on Connor, a fellow junior, facing Satcham, once again for the 4th time. This one in the dirt. Well before the plate it bounces. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Thompson swept the Region 2 tourney 3-0 in 2019. This one, big grip, no contact from Connor Welsh. He strikes out for the 2nd time today. 1 down. Satcham's 7th strikeout. Tommy's 3-0 in 2019 in that Region 2 tournament. They outscored their opponents 29-1. Their pitching staff, it's not the same team, but paying homage right now. They've only given up 1 run so far. It's only been nearly 2 games, but only 1 run to Hillsborough Central Valley. Ball 1 to Tommy Schumacher. 2nd pitch in the dirt. 2 balls, no strikes. Schumacher's 0 for 3 with a strikeout, a fly out, and a backwards K. Satcham, no fault to him. He has pitched extremely well. And an extremely nice pitch right there. 2-1 on the corner inside. 2-1. Looks like Satcham needs to tie his shoes. Here on a windy day. The wind has died down. I don't see Joe's hair flying anymore. Neither mine. It was 24 miles per hour on point. About 80 degrees here at Scott Berry Field at Mayville State University. Here is the 2-1. Popped up on the shallow left field. It should be playable by Bergstrom. And it is out number 2 down. Bergstrom, as soon as he caught it, might have been fighting the sun right there. I see most of the infield have their shades on. He fights the sun for the 2nd out of this inning and brings on Tower Cunningham. 0 for 4 day for Tommy Schumacher after that pop out. Cunningham is 2 for 3 and up 1-0 after that shot on the outside corner missed. Cunningham, a single in the 1st, another in the 4th, and reached on an error at 3rd in the 5th. This one called at the knees, even up, 1 ball, 1 strike. Tommy's reigning Region 2 champs. The 1-1 count, and this one grounded to 3rd, and underneath the glove of Fugelberg, it's a base snack. Another one, the 3rd of a day for Tower Cunningham, keeping this thing going for the Tommies as long as they can to help Kyle Odenbach. A 3 for 4 day. Tower Cunningham, have yourself a day, young man. Tower's a junior as well. This brings on Zach Peterson, 0 for 3 on the day. The power hitter struggling, struck out, and has flown out to center field. His last 2 at-bats, both out to the center field spot. Check on the runner at first. Cunningham back in time. Satcham has given up 9 hits so far. Now counting. Runner goes. Here's the throw. Cunningham at the plate. Schumacher. Cunningham in cleanly after the throw. And a stolen base, number 3 for Thompson. Man in scoring position, that is Tower Cunningham with Zach Peterson at the plate with a 0-1 count. Do we have a courtesy runner? No, they're getting his belt. Looks like his belt might have busted. Coach Nate Solis out there immediately on the go, on the hop with the new belt for his 3rd baseman. Talk about being handy. 0-1 right now on Zach Peterson. In this pitcher's duel between Kyle Odenbach and Sawyer Satcham. It's been a slow, methodical game. The first couple of innings were really quick, I would say. The pace was high. The electricity was good. 2 of the top 2 teams in Region 2, the top 2 teams. New belt secured for Tower Cunningham, I do believe. No balls, 1 strike here on Peterson. The catcher for the Tommies. Looking to salvage his 0 for 3 day. Satcham fires away. This one lifted to left field and foul out into the bullpen. A long strike 2 for Peterson. No balls, 2 strikes. Satcham, like I said before, no fault for him. He has pitched a beauty. Only one run on the board. 0-2 now to Peterson. Cunningham at second. This one outside gets away from Arsvold, and advancing to third is Cunningham, 90 feet away from putting a 2-spot on the board. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Zach Peterson. Contact might not be what Peterson is known for. I mean, he makes plenty of contact, but with power. But right now, let's pad that lead. Let's get an insurance run for Zach Peterson and Kyle Odenbach and the Tommies. He fouls it off to the left side again. If you couldn't tell, he's a pole hitter. We'll do it again at 1-2. The outfield even playing pull. Center fielder Reed Kritzerberger, playing in the left center field gap, leading the right center field gap wide open, out by the Scott Berryfield sign. It doesn't matter. Zach Peterson strikes out and leaves Cunningham stranded. The 5th stranded Tommy today. We head to the final frame of the 7th with Thompson leading Mayport CG. 3 outs left for the Patriots to work with. Let's see what they do in this 1-0 ball game on your Golden Harvest Tim Gazette seat sale scoreboard.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank, and I would like to know your story. Our lives and our businesses are comprised of events. We have all had our failures and successes, and these events define our character. If your character includes values like trustworthy, respectful, honest, and responsible, then your story matches well with ours, and we would consider it a privilege to be your financial partner. At the Goose River Bank, we believe that a strong bank builds strong communities. The Goose River Bank, member FDIC.
Kyle Odenbach, yes he is. Kyle Odenbach back out on the mound. Bottom of the 7th. 3 outs to play with here against Mayport CG. A 1-0 ball game on your Golden Harvest Tim Gazette seat sale scoreboard. He has pitched a beauty. So is Sawyer Satcham. He just struck out his 8th batter of the game through 7 innings. Sawyer Satcham just going blow for blow with Odenbach. The 1 run coming off a sacrifice fly. Satcham has only walked 1 also. 1-0 on your Tim Gazette seed sale scoreboard. 701-430-0877. Please give Tim your business. With Mayport CG looking to stir something up of their own here in the bottom of the 7th at Scott Berry Field. Game number 4 of the day.
You know, you go to that stat line for Satcham, and I mean, it is a very good stat line. It is a gem. But you know what? You made the comment. He's only walked 1 batter, and that's the game changer. That 1 walk batter was the one that come across and scored.
Brody Gibson. The 1 run of the game belongs to Mr. Gibson. Mr. Marshall Coster leads things off here in the 7th, bottom half of the frame. 0 for 2 day, 2 strikeouts, 1 looking, 1 swinging. He takes that 1 looking for strike 1. Mayport CG won't be decided today as this one's fouled off to the right side. Quickly 0-2 on Closter. Patriots looking for their first playoff berth since 2015. As we've mentioned plenty of times, Thompson, Class B state runner-ups the last 3 years. 2019, 2018, 2017, all to Park River, Fordville, Lincoln. That one's fouled off. I'll do it again at 0-2. Mayport CG has made the playoffs 94, 95, 2001, 2003, 2010, 2011, like I said, 2015. 0-2 count now to Closter. This one grounded to third, played on a hop, and bobbled, thrown to Strandy. Cannot pick it out of the dirt. That will go down as an E5 from Tower Cunningham. As I said with the the leadoff walk with Brody Gibson later in the game, a leadoff error doesn't help your favor either. And that's the first error of the ball game for Thompson. An E5 from Tower Cunningham. Closter at first base. He's over 3, but he's on the base path. Springs on lefty Cole Kritzberger, and he shows bunt, misses 0-1. He's 0 for 1. Grounded out to short and has been hit by a pitch in his last plate appearance in the 5th. He's got an 0-1 count in a lefty-lefty matchup. Possibly going to bunt again, and he shows it. And here's a pickoff move again to Strandy over the first, looking for Kloster. Odenbach, he froze up Kloster on that one. Kloster staying safe and now taking his, I would say, pretty healthy lead at first. Here's the 0-1 with the third baseman Cunningham charging. Now he backs off and time is called. Cunningham stays on the grass. Second base and shortstop at normal infield depth. And now another pickoff attempt, and he is out that time! Odenbach baited him! One down, bottom of the 7th. Kloster is out. Odenbach does it again. Cole Kritzberger all by his lonesome here in the bottom 7th, 0-1 count. And he fouls it off 0-2. Kyle Odenbach, he has struck out, I believe, looking at this here, 6. And he has shown his ability, his prowess, as well as this one's grounded. Strandy off the bag. Strandy bare hits it to the bag, not in time. Infield single for Cole Kritzberger. Ryan Strandy barehanded that out of the air off the bag. And just a couple more strides, he would have beat the smaller Cole Kritzberger to the plate. It's an infield single. Only the 4th of the game for Mayport CG. There's one on and one out with the top of the lineup coming up for Mayport CG. Ethan Bergstrom, 1 for 2 on the day. He led it off, and now he blasted the left field, and it's just into the glove of Tyler Schumacher. Racing back to first base is Cole Kritzberger. One pitch, and now an out. Bergstrom anxious and retires himself. Now the last out that Thompson needs to put this one in the books. This is Reed Kritzberger. He's officially 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Another pickoff move looking for Cole Kritzberger. So both brothers on the diamond right now. One looking to bat in the other. Big brother looking to pick up little brother. This one inside corner, 0-1. Ethan Bergstrom officially finishes 1 for 3 right now. If this game is not move on. 0-1 count to Kritzberger. This one popped up in the air on the right side. Strandy going back for it, and foul territory, cannot get it, and it's a long strike 2. 0-2 on Reed Kritzberger, the center fielder. The junior with his freshman brother at first base. Taking on number 1 seed Mayport CG with an 0-2 count and 2 outs. Kyle Odenbach looking for a complete shutout here against the Patriots. The 0-2 to Kritzberger. This one grounded to short. Picked up. Welsh boots it. And everyone's safe. E6 on the shortstop. Connor Welsh. Reed Kritzberger now at first. Cole at second. It's the second error of the inning. Both teams have 2 errors apiece.
I don't mean to jump in, but it's been a pitcher's duel. Why not to decide the game?
Perfectly said. Sawyer Satcham digs into the plate. He is 0 for 2. He walked in his last plate appearance. He takes strike 1. Why not finish it pitcher pitcher? However, it may finish 0-1, 2 out, 2 men on. Odenbach to Satcham. Outside corner, 0-2. The Patriots down to their final strike. Thompson looking for a game off on Tuesday in the early half of the day. Satcham sits out, now back in. 2 men on, 2 out, 0-2 count. Odenbach looking for the complete game shutout. 0-2 to Satchram. Foul back will do it again. That netting is not giving the fans much protection. I almost slipped through there. A chance to take the morning off, the early afternoon off. Thompson up by 1. 1-0. 2 on, 2 out. 0-2 to Satchram. Up in the air. Should be playable. Shallow infield at second base. Taken by Wolfgram and put it in the books. Thompson takes care of Mayport CG 1-0 here in the bottom of the 7th. Your final score again, Thompson 1, Mayport CG. The Tommies are 2-0 in the Region 2 tournament here at Scott Berry Field. Mayport CG will play Hatton Northwood tomorrow in our first game on Tuesday, the Class B Region 2 tournament. We'll take a break and come back with our post-game wrap-up. Your final score again, 1-0. Thompson takes care of Mayport CG on your Golden Harvest Tim Kazette seat sale scoreboard.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. From sunup to sundown, they're turning quarters into the dollars that drive our rural economy. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
You're never too young to start saving for your future. Dakota Heritage Bank offers the Grow With Us program for kids. It's a young savers club with various incentives, including newsletters, a higher savings rate, bonuses, and more. Contact Dakota Heritage Bank to find out more about the Grow With Us program. Dakota Heritage Bank has 10 locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
The aisles at Mix Grocery and Hope are filled with products you know and love. That's why Mix Grocery is your one-stop shop for all of your shopping needs. Mix has a deli, bakery, produce, and fresh meat. Whether you're looking for quick and easy meals or trying a new recipe, you'll find what you need at a great value. Open Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Mix Grocery in Hope, North Dakota. 701-945-2691.
Your final score on the Golden Harvest Tim Kazette seed sale scoreboard. Thompson 1, Mayport CG nada. Here at the end of day number 2 of the North Dakota Class B Region 2 baseball tournament at Scott Berry Field. Once again, on our Tim Kazette seat sale scoreboard, 701-430-0877. Please give Tim your business. Kyle Odenbach, man, he was in another atmosphere today. He was locked in. He was all business. He only allows 4 hits in a complete game shutout. The junior was dealing today. Let's look at his stat line, as he is one of our players of the game when we get to those later on. Kyle Odenbach, a complete game, 7 innings. He struck out 8. He walked 3 and hit 4. Not ideal. You put 7 runners on, whether with a hit batter or 4 balls. Nonetheless, he takes care of business in Mayport CG, the second time Thompson has taken care of the Patriots this season. In fact, last time out between these two squads, it was Mayport CG who fell to Thompson 5-4 on Tuesday, May 4th. So 2 in a row for the Tommies against the Patriots. Let's run through some of our stats here in the ball game. Let's look at our batters, starting off with Thompson. Connor Welsh hit 1 for 3, scored and put in the only RBI of the game with a sac fly in the 5th. That scored Brody Gibson, who led off the inning with a full count walk. In late games, like I said, and like Denny Matthews always says, late game walks, especially in the last inning, they do not bode well and they do not help out anybody, except for, in this case, Thompson. Tommy Schumacher, he went over 4. Tyler Cunningham, a 3 for 4 day. No runs, no RBIs to show for it. but a big contributor here for the Tommies. Zach Peterson 0 for 4 on the day. Reese Berberich 1 for 3. Kyle Odenbach hit 1 for 2, helping his cause. Ryan Strandy 1 for 3. Brody Gibson, the game's only run, 0 for 2, but a walk like I mentioned. And Braden Wolfgram rounding it out, hitting 1 for 3. The Tommies, 1 run, 9 hits, and 2 RBIs. They left 5 on base. As for Mayport CG, Sawyer Satcham, unfortunately for his stellar stat line, he takes the loss. He pitched 7 innings. He struck out 8. He only walked 1. And his 7 innings work today. Sawyer Satcham takes the loss. Kyle Odenbach with the W. Hitting-wise for Mayport CG, Ethan Bergstrom hit 1 for 3. One of the only 4 hits for Mayport CG. Reed Kritzelberger, an 0 for 2 day. He struck out, was hit by a pitch, and reached on an error. Sawyer Satcham hit 0 for 4. 0 for 3. He had a walk. Jordan Evans with an 0 for 3 day, 2 strikeouts. Jake Hutter, 0 for 3. Lucas Fugelberg, 1 for 2. Andrew Arsvold, 1 for 3. Marshall Coster, 0 for 3. Also a crucial pickoff or late in the game that helped decide this one. He led off the bottom of the 7th, reaching on an error, and Odenbach erased him shortly after. Cole Kritzelberger rounding it out for Mayport CG, a 1 for 2 day. Like I said, Mayport CG, 0 hits, 4 runs, and 2 errors. Thompson with 1 hit, 1 run, 9 hits, and 2 errors. We'll take a break and come back with our post-game awards. Don't go anywhere. 1-0. Thompson takes care of Mayport CG on your Golden Harvest Tim Gazette seat sales scoreboard on yourliveevent.com.
The Findlay Sharon Public School is to educate today's learners for tomorrow's world. The mission of the students and staff is to have the power, pride, opportunity, wisdom, effort, and relationships to be respectful, be responsible, and be safe. Through this effort, students at the Findlay Sharon Public School will become well-rounded, confident, and responsible individuals who aspire to achieve their full potential. To learn more, visit FindlaySharonSchool.com. And go Spartans!
Welcome back to Scott Berry Field and our post-game show on yourliveevent.com. Day number 2 of the North Dakota Class B Region 2 tournament has concluded, with game number 4 of the day coming to a close. 1-0. Thompson takes care of Mayport CG on your Golden Harvest Tim Gazette seat sale scoreboard. Let's list our players of the game for the Tommies. And, we harped on them all game long. I'm sure you can guess who these 3 individuals are. Let's start with our Enbridge Energy player of the game. That honor belongs to Tyler Cunningham with a 3 for 4 day at the plate. A single in the first, a single in the 4th, reached on an error in the 5th, and a single in the 7th. No runs, no RBIs for Tyler, but keeping that lineup afloat and alive, keeping the bus moving, so eventually we find ourselves with Thompson on the scoreboard. So Tyler Cunningham, he is our Enbridge Energy Player of the Day with a 3 for 4 day. Work has begun to replace Line 3, and keeping everyone home and safe is Enbridge's top priority. Robust COVID-19 safety rules have been established for Enbridge employees because we want everyone home safe. Learn more by visiting enbridge.com/line3.us. Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, Tyler Cunningham. Let's move on to our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. It's obvious. It's Kyle Odenbach. 7 innings of work, a complete game shutout, only 4 hits given up here in this rematch from a few weeks ago against Mayport CG. The number 1 seed. This is only the 2nd time the Patriots have lost in Region 2 play this season, and it's courtesy of a Kyle Odenbach shutout. 7 innings of work. He struck out 8, walked 3, hit 4. It doesn't matter on the scoreboard. The 1-0 is all that matters to Kyle Odenbach, and that's why he's our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. Thinking about upgrading your planter? Visit RDK Enterprises at the locations in Hillsboro and Drayton, North Dakota to learn about available rebates and financing. RDK Enterprises, planterdoc.com. And of course, I keep saying of course because these moments stick out, and this was the moment for Thompson in tonight's ball game. It happened in the top of the 5th inning with Connor Welsh with a sacrifice fly scoring Brody Gibson, who led off that inning with a full count walk to lead things off. It doesn't bode well for Mayport CG. Eventually, Brody Gibson steals a base and finds himself at third, just 90 feet away. Connor Welsh guides him home for the only run necessary for today's ball game. That is your Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. Discover local reliability you can trust. Halstead Telephone Company, it's how to connect. HalsteadTel.com. Brody Gibson can always trust Connor Welsh, and you can trust Kyle Odenbach to savor this moment. A complete game shutout versus Mayport CG for the 1-0 victory over the Patriots on your Golden Harvest Tim Cassette seat sale scoreboard. We'll take a break, and we'll look ahead to Tuesday when we come back, see where everybody lies here in the Region 2 baseball tournament at Scott Berry Field.
Know that Big Tex Trailers already offers you industry-leading features like mega ramps, HD suspension, and the all-new hydraulic dovetail. Every time you hook on, know that your Big Tex is up for the job. See Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro to find out what owning a Big Tex can do for you. Shop the full line of Big Tex products from ATV trailers to goosenecks to dump trailers and more. Visit your Big Tex dealer, Bloomfield Enterprises, Hillsboro. Contact Tim at 701-430-0877.
There's a lot to love about Hillsboro, North Dakota. Top-notch school district with fantastic facilities and growing enrollment. Great healthcare and friendly people. Nestled between two of North Dakota's largest cities, Hillsboro embodies a small-town atmosphere that is sure to make you feel right at home. The HEDC and City of Hillsboro invites you to pay a visit and experience Hillsboro. Visit hillsboro-nd.com to learn more about Hillsboro, a small town with big opportunity.
Welcome back to our post-game report on yourliveevent.com here at Scott Berry Field. Golden Harvest Tim Cassette seat sale scoreboard reads 1-0 in favor of Thompson over Mayport CG. The Tommies take care of the Patriots, and they earn the early afternoon off tomorrow here at Scott Berry Field. Let's recap today and see where everybody lies after the second day of competition in the Region 2 tournament. Leading things off here this morning, Hatton Northwood and Larimore 11-1 for the Thunder, keeping their season alive and ending the Polar Bears. They advance on to take on Thompson. Later on, that was earlier this week on Saturday. And the wind picks back up as we are reminded. Looking on this date, Larimore and Hillsboro Central Valley opened up today with a 11-1 victory for the Burros. It looked like it was going to be a pitcher's duel early on, but the Burros took care of business, took care of the Polar Bears, ended their season. They moved on to play the winner of Hatton Northwood and Finley Shannon Page. Hatton Northwood ended the Spartan season 10-0, both run rule games to start our morning here at Scott Berry Field. After that, Hatton Northwood took care of the Burros. Hillsboro Central Valley season comes to a close after the 11-3 loss to the Thunder. And after this 1-0 decision in favor of Thompson over Mayport CG, tomorrow's game to kick off Day 3 of the Class B Region 2 tournament will feature Hatton Northwood versus Mayport CG on May 25th tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. The winner of that game goes on to face Thompson. Now, if Thompson loses, we'll have another game on Thursday. If Thompson defeats either Hatton Northwood and Mayport CG, the Tommies are once again your Region 2 champions, are looking for another Class B state championship berth. That's how it lies after 2 days here at Scott Berry Field on the lovely campus of Mayville State University, Al Myers Sports Complex, and a great ending to the second day of baseball between myself, Joseph Stetz, and Brady Siebels, and for Brady Siebels, Joseph Stetz, and myself, Derek Zimmerman Geyer. Thank you very much for joining us here in day number 2 at Scott Berry Field. Once again, your final score, Thompson 1, Mayport CG 0. Put it in the books and put it to bed. Have a great rest of your Monday night.